Hi, this is Lainey from Kozy Magic. Welcome to my channel. I'm here today to talk about Mercury Retrograde and how I handle that as part of my Kozy Magic tradition. First, I'll explain a little about my tradition. Obviously, I started it. I was born a witch. I practiced magic from early childhood up until, well, I still practice magic, but I never met any other witches. From a Greek and Italian neighborhood in upstate New York where everybody was either Roman Catholic or Greek Orthodox, which is basically Catholic. And even our library had a few books on the Salem witch trials and a few fiction books about witches. But that was it. I never heard the term paganism or Wicca as a religion until I was in my mid to late 20s. And so I had to make up everything that I did. And my magic worked. And so when I did eventually move to Washington State and meet other pagans, and I joined a pagan church and became a third-degree high priestess, I still have that natural magic that I call Kozy magic, the stuff that was my instinct that I started with. And I've kind of gone back to that somewhat. I mean, I think that I probably have some influences of my studies in Wicca and paganism, because I studied long and hard to get that third degree, so obviously I think that it would have influenced it at some point, but like I said, this is me, and I'm putting that out there for you, and I hope that you like the way I do magic. Anyway, back to Mercury Retrograde. This is the planet Mercury. I took that from the NASA website, and so I hope that, I didn't see any signs or anything that said I couldn't, and of course that is kind of like a government institution, so we should have the right to see what they study. Anyway, Mercury's beautiful. I never saw it before. And this, of course, is me. I'm a Virgo, so that's my little Virgo symbol. And how I handle Mercury retrograde is I actually go back to my favorite book, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And this is an amazing book. Anybody who has not read it, I highly recommend it. It really gives you a new perspective on your own personal self. And I think anybody, especially if you have self-esteem issues, this is a really amazing book to help you lift yourself up, instead of waiting for other people to lift you up, because you need to do that. And so with Mercury retrograde, I like to write myself little love notes like it's worth the wait. I believe in me. I believe in my best, because one of the things that Don Miguel Ruiz says is to always do your best. You can't judge yourself harshly if you always do your best. So I do and then I have things like there's no rush. I trust in myself. I believe in me. I really like to give myself these notes to remind me to take my time, because anybody who has read anything about Mercury retrograde knows that Mercury is the planet that rules communication. And so in retrograde, that means communication is all messed up, and which causes a lot of delays in what you're trying to do. It can create problems for you. And so, by making myself little notes, it reminds me to just take some deep breaths and trust in myself and believe that, as long as I'm doing my best, that I can make it through. And just, take those deep breaths, have some meditations, and push forward, but at a slower pace. It's just the time to kind of slow it down and allow yourself to just relax and still work towards your goals, but just give yourself that time to slow down and breathe a little, and have some extra meditations and stuff, and extra patience. Please subscribe if you haven't. I hope you enjoyed this segment of Kozy Magic, and if you did, please give it a like and a share if you want. Please feel free to comment any questions or wishes for future videos. Thanks. Have a great day.